Tricky mate. Hello? What the hell is that? Oh my god. Now just made it. Oh my goodness. This is really unbelievable.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Take It to the Max show with Grandmaster Max Dlugy. I'm going to play in the 5-minute pool today and hope for the best. Tough crowd out there as usual, and we'll see what can happen. It's a beautiful month of April. Lots of beautiful, amazing events going on. Finally had Wesley Saw lose a game after blundering in an equal position to Shahriar Mamidyarov, who is now leading the Gashimov Memorial Tournament in Shamkir. And we just had an event with Fabiana Caruana and Magnus Carlsen coming tied for second and third after Leon Aranyan, who was hot. So hot, in fact, that he could have even maybe scored another win in the last game that he played, but let his last round opponent out and only won by a point and a half that way. So lots of beautiful events still going on. Amazing chess all over the place. Lots to look forward to every day, basically. And of course, very soon, a lot of you who are younger will be playing in the nationals, the super nationals, coming up in just over 2 weeks. And that will be something amazing, right? To see 5,500 players are going to be participating in that event, and that will be a joy for everyone because it's such an amazing event. And Gary Kasparov, I understand, is coming to do book signing there, and lots of grandmasters participating in doing all kinds of side events. So it'll be just a beautiful, beautiful event, and I can't wait to come there myself and check it out. So if any of you who like my show, when I come up and you see me, come up and tell me, I'll be very happy to say hi and help you out. Okay, the Raven. Oh my God, the Raven. Who is the Raven? I hope it's not someone very, very strong. Let's see. I know one Raven, Stewart, who's played a brilliant surprise game in the Pro Chess League, and that's a one-tough opponent. Hope that's not him, because that would be a bit too much for 2100 to deal with. I mean, he's probably more of a 2550 level blitz player, but we'll see what's happening. Meanwhile, I'm playing this weird variation of the Queen's Gambit Accepted. I just took a pawn, and I'm keeping it for now. Now I'm giving up more material. Of course, white can take on b5. There it goes. But that's going to be quite an exciting position as I sack the exchange to get this wedge on the queen side against white's ability to develop. Two main moves here in this position, rook a1 and rook a2. Both have been played before by players, and rook a1, I guess, is more standard. There we go. Simply e6 for now. Let's see if white decides to protect the e pawn with the f pawn. That's really a crucial line. Let's see if he does. And Dmitry Andreikin held out for 23 moves against me in one of the tournaments online after playing f3. But it's a very complicated position, of course. So maybe safer to just develop with knight f3 and bishop e2 than, yeah, that's in fact what black decides on, white decides on rather. All right, let's me just continue my development as well. Okay, here I guess I'll take the pawn. And what should I do? Good question. Okay, let's aim at the d pawn. Just play bishop e7 for now. I think we're following Wojciech Nakamura from the World Championship match, from the World Plus Championship. And I think that's a horrible mistake I just did. I think the correct move was castles, simply. Oh, I couldn't castle. So I don't know. Queen a8. All right. Well, castles then. Okay, well, this position should be comfortably drawn, but is this what I want against my opponent? This is a big question. Of course, he's playing very well. So, I guess... Oh, knight c2 is not good, huh? All right, let's grab this guy. And let's just... Well, let's move the rook off the pin possibility. Okay, here I go. Okay, not that I'm trying to win, obviously. I'm just trying to play some chess. But the position looks pretty equalish. So let's avoid immediate rook trades, even though I'm not afraid of them. Maybe if I get my opponent a little bit lower in time, I'll have chances. But for now, it doesn't look like that. I don't know. Just trying to be a little bit tricky to knock my opponent's clock down a bit. I understand it's a dead draw, but okay, actually maybe. I can get a little bit active. My opponent doesn't mind. He doesn't mind at all. How do I get active? Could just play knight takes bishop and rook c7. But how am I going to win that? That's not winnable at all, right? How do I trick him into doing something bad? I don't know. Okay, if I have knight f6, I should be safe enough. So let's try that. Knight f6. He's offered me draw, obviously. Why not? Why not? Okay. Okay, at some point knight d2 is an idea. Maybe even now, knight d2. That way I can force a draw. I don't have to wait for a handout. Interesting. Oh, thank you. That's an extra point. Okay, now we'll be playing for fun. Now we'll be playing for keeps. That's a completely different story. that extra pawn, and knight h6 is a possibility. No, this is different. Okay. He just resigned. Oh my God. Okay, he shouldn't resign. Okay, so this was a cool game. Okay, but we won't have time to. I'm playing an IM from Japan, of all places. Oh, someone disconnected first. I don't know what's going on. People don't want to play. They're free to play 5-minute chess or whatever it is. Amazing. Well, brings my rating up, I guess. Nothing else. Okay, well, let's see. So yeah, so I was gonna see that game, but now because of this disconnection, we can't even follow that game. That's a bit. I guess it's. We can follow it. 3, right? So we have these moves. Now this is a much more topical line. I mean f3. And then of course after f5 or knight c6, it's a crazy position. Believe me, just believe me on that one. Okay, Chindas Vinto. Okay, here we go. Another a grandmaster, and he's playing very complicated stuff. c5 straight out. Straight out, c5. Is he gonna play? Playing this line, which is not bad for black, I think. e6 and pawn takes pawn. I think white still retains a slight edge, but you kind of have to be careful. Some people even played b5 against me. Well, I think that's a bit too much. Okay, I'm not really worried about b5. b5. I'm gonna. What should I play? e4. e4, b5, right? And let's say I play d takes e. I'm gonna play e4. It's just much more obvious to me to play a move like that than to play anything else. Let's put it this way. And I'm gonna take, and if he takes with a d pawn, I'll trade and castle, and I think I'll be slightly better in the ending. If he takes with the f pawn, I'll play e5, and I think then I'll be better in the middle game. So it looks like a good deal. Either way, black plays it. It should be a little bit more comfortable. Okay, yeah, black played the saner way. Okay, now, this move, then maybe still e5. e5 looks good to me now, for sure. Because the knight's misplaced. Okay, then knight e4, I was thinking. Threatening something with that knight, I'm sure. On bishop b7, I have h3, which looks good, or maybe knight g5. Who knows what that line looks like. But I think h3 is much more prudent, opening up the h file for my rook. I missed that. I thought knight c5, but knight g5. king e8. All right, I'll be greedy. Take back the pawn I lost. But I think this is maybe okay for black. Yeah, if I play bishop g3 after e5, the bishop isn't really doing much. So I better do it that way. But now black's bishop is quite strong. So I'm a little bit uneasy, a little bit less comfy than my opponent, I think, here. Rook b4 and a4. All right, rook d2, I guess. Okay, knight e2 now. And maybe f4 is right, I don't know. I'm worse for sure here. Okay, I'll get a little bit exciting, hopefully. On e4, I had knight d4 in mind. All right. I'll wait as well. Let's bring our pieces out finally. Ooh. Scary. Scary. A little scary. But maybe not so horrible yet. Nothing horrible has happened. Although it looked very scary. 96 is my threat. Let's see what black figures out. He misses it. Unfortunate, because black played a really good game. But what can I say? Where did I go wrong in the opening? So here, e4, b5. Okay, takes, and check. So I guess no time for e5, then I should play f3. Just play f3, and I think this wedge against the bishop on b7 should give me enough for an advantage. I wanted more. That's why I played e5, but this is just a tactical situation. f2 is hanging. I could play, of course, knight h3, but then king e8, and I have to figure out how to protect the pawn. Bishop g3, maybe. Still king e8, maybe. And if knight f3, bishop b7. A bit unpleasant, actually, I have to say, because on rook e1, I think black can just take and position the knight to f5. And I think, okay, it looks like black's okay, but maybe white has something. Instead, I played for more, but got less. Very typical thing that can happen sometimes. And now I thought I played a really brilliant move h3, but that's actually backfired to this move 95, which I just completely missed. And here I was thinking about compensation, knight d6, and rook takes d6, but after king e7, where's that compensation? Not really clear. The other line, knight g5, but then king e8, and I couldn't find what to do there. So anyway, got a little lucky that my opponent blundered an exchange. I guess he got so used to the momentum of being better, or continuing to attack me, that when I actually created inadvertently the first threat, he couldn't even believe I could threaten him. So that does happen sometimes. And what do we have here? An interesting position. This is not a good move, because black now loses the pawn without compensation. After a3, and resigned is actually not far from not far from the truth. Let's put it this way: black should play at this point. Black should play, I think, a6, and try to win this pawn like that. Because anyway, the other ways don't work. Okay, here we have my friend the Gold Moon. And what should I play against him today? Okay. And here he goes with his King's Indian again. All right, last time we had a bit of a situation. Queen d2, his favorite move. There it is. And I think I played, well, whatever it was I played. Let's try rook e8. I should really give this line a little bit of a little study. Okay, I'm gonna do similar stuff to what I did last time. Okay, my queen has definitely overstayed its welcome. Time to think about knight e4, which white will probably stop. I'm not sure whether my knight on a6 is actually doing a good job, but maybe kind of deterring d5. Maybe that's a good thing. Talking about the devil. Okay, I'm gonna put my knight on e4. That looks like a good idea. Even if I take the bishop, I mean the knight on f3, it's not so bad. Okay, there we go. That's a better catch. Okay, h6, f5, yeah. All right, now, should I just block it up with c5? Probably. Oh wait, maybe e4. E4 gives away a bit too much. c5, then f5. Then f4. Let's try this. Let's try this way. Okay. I screwed up again. f4 is strong, maybe, huh? Knight b4. Let's go knight b4 now. Knight d3 and knight c2 are coming. Maybe this is not a joke. Knight a2. Knight a2 is possible. Knight c2. Alright, so I grab this one. For now. Maybe I'll come back for more. We'll see. Okay. Let's bring a king out of this mess. Interesting position, huh? Okay. Let's see if the spin does something. Probably if I force rook f2, then I win a tempo with bishop d4. That's nice, right? So at least I can draw if I want to play it that way. I think g5 was good. Taking over the dark squares, perhaps. Okay, more dark squares. Okay, now what? Okay, now let's go for g4, right? Well, well. How do I win this? Let's defend the pawn. Knight is coming to d3. Okay. Let's open up the position. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Trade queens, perhaps. Uh-huh. Rook f4. Looking bad. I screwed up again. Oh my god, I screwed up so badly. Okay. Oh boy. I screwed up, that's for sure. Ay. I think I had a nice position there. It's a shame. Huh. Simple stuff, huh? Nick is right. I think that's all she wrote. Yeah, I better resign this one. What a shame. Pretty sure I was winning around here somewhere. I'm very close to it. I'm kind of happy the way I played this. Okay, well, this was a first moment of truth, whether to play c5. But okay, let's say I sack the pawn to get this activity. Now I thought queen e6 here for white, but still I think I have compensation if I play knight b4. But now, yeah, now maybe I should play knight b4 and move early. Now this looked really nice. Okay, so I could have played something else. I could have played, for example, knight c2. Now if white plays rook f3 and we trade, this was what was kind of bothering me a little bit. then maybe the king can even stay around here. Not sure if I have enough. That's why I decided, okay, I'll just take a pawn. Okay, so this one, okay, I think, should I even play g5? Is that a good idea? And definitely, should I play h5 is a big question. Maybe I should have just played a6, b5, just start counterplaying here. All right, chance to return the favor to Mr. Goldmund. All right, here we go. The modern. I think the key with Goldman is to be up on time. I'm not up on time. I feel like I have chances against him. Otherwise, he's just too strong for me. Okay. Well, at least I got to develop. Okay, interesting. I'll move my knight to g3, where it can fill out the h5 square that blocks so nicely presented. Okay. Okay, now what? Maybe g5. To see if black wants to give up the f5 square as well. Of course, if black opens up the e-file, there's some bishop discoveries eventually. That could be dangerous. And the black castles, I'll take on g6 and try to, after playing c4, try to get my knight to e6. All right. Maybe not the best. Actually, why didn't I play knight h5? I just missed it, right? I just missed the possibility even of playing knight h5. That's a shame, because now queen f6. Yeah. Okay, time to open it up a little bit. e5. Oh boy. This looks so dangerous. I'm gonna go for it because it just looks crazy how dangerous this looks. Knight h5 is coming. All my pieces are coming into black's position. I mean, this cannot be a survivable position. And here knight e6. I thought black had to take the other way. Oh boy. Something's happening on f3, right? Okay, I'm gonna sacrifice. Oh my god. God. I don't know what's going on. Let's try to get the h5 square. Knight h5 is, I think, my threat now. Too complicated. Oh, definitely not bishop e4. That loses. All right, let's take that one. Crazy. Oh boy. Wow, that was a horrible blunder. Knight h2 just wins now. Yep. Ay, 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 ay. Just blundered the whole position away. Oh well. That was a fun game. While it lasted. Really bad play by me. Okay, I'm resigning this one. And this is unbelievable how amazing the position looked and that I could not find the finish. Okay, now I mean, black is just being destroyed, I think. Okay, earlier I think even more. Okay, now I went for this craziness, although I don't think it's crazy, frankly. Now, at some point I should have, I think at some point I should have just taken on e6, on g6. Then I wouldn't have had to use a whole rook to give up a knight, right? To get out of a knight, and then taken this. Then there wouldn't be any of these knight hovering on my king. Instead, I did this, and now knight h4 was an interesting reply, threatening f4, knight f3. In a way, I was actually analyzing this. f4, knight f3 takes king f2, knight d2, knight g5, and I couldn't quite figure out whether. I think I should be winning here somehow, because I mean these. But anyway, it didn't happen, and all right, we have another dangerous opponent here. These Russians GMs are definitely tiring me out here. My God. Freddy Krueger now. All right, whatever. C4 is a possibility. I'm going to play the game white wants to play, which is I'm going to block everything up. I don't believe white has an advantage when that happens. Okay, I think white will take on g7, otherwise he'll be with a weird bishop, right? Okay. No bishop g5 for white now. Okay, so white wants to play b4. Let's swap these knights now. Maybe knight b6. But I want to keep the b5 idea open for now. And trade the knights as well, I think. Not very clear to me why. Why would be better? I guess white would be better if he's got the dark squared bishop on my d6 pawn, right? On the other hand, the dark squared bishop may not have much scope of action. So, okay, that used to stop me from playing bishop g5. All right, I won't play bishop g5. I'll play f5. And create a protected pass d pawn. Aha, he doesn't want to give me protected pass d pawn. That's fine. Trade one pair rooks then. I can't trade two pair rooks. Fine. Aha, that stopped me coming in. Okay, take over the c file somewhat. Interesting. Well, that gives me a protected pass pawn. That's a big deal. White doesn't have one of those. And I do. Okay. Looks drawish. Not sure if I want to play a5 though. I think I want to play a5. Yeah, kind of forces white to think about this a little bit, right? Can he afford bishop e1, d2, d3, bishop f2? Bishop c1. Sure. d3, bishop f2, bishop c1. Not sure. Kind of tempting. d3. I guess it's the only way for me to try to win. Why not? Right. Oh, missed that completely. Oh boy, that I missed that move. That's not good. I just missed that move, bishop c3. I thought he has to go the other way. No, he goes the other way. Oh boy. That's not good. Definitely not good. Okay, should I do something with the king position? Sure, there's anything to do. Oh, that just blundered. God, why am I playing so badly? This is unbelievable. I put my king exactly where I can lose. Oh. That is pathetic. I'm playing pathetically here, my friends. It's really a shame. To play king e7 is just like to feed myself to the wolves. Unbelievable how badly I'm playing this position. Oh. Well, there's nothing I can do, but I might as well make it exciting for everyone. To see how bad this position is. Incredible. Although the king and pawn is actually a draw. Oh boy. Ten seconds left. Nice. Now the endgames are all lost. Of course. I don't know, play that. Oh boy. All right. This is not okay. Let's take a look at this game. This is really nice. So here, okay. So we got to this pretty insipid position. And I said, okay, let's just get these off, right? because I have a passed pawn, a protected passed pawn that's worth a lot. So this, I could have played h6 and g5, and then I said, okay, whatever. So here I am, and now a horrible blunder, horrible blunder. Now, if I just play, for example, say I play g6, and white plays h4, and I play some like bishop c1, and white plays some move. I don't know. But the point is that the pawn should not move because the bishop has the c3 square. I simply missed it. And white can't do anything because there's just nothing to do. It's just a dead draw. I put this here, and we just sit around all day. Now, the way I played it is just incredible, because after d3, it's actually lost. Now, I only thought bishop f2, and then I thought bishop d2, and b4, and I thought, okay, bishop c1. Now, even though I still can't win, so I don't know what I was so happy about. I thought the bishop can't return now because of d2. And I think that's right. But I completely missed that on d3, white has this excellent outpost for the bishop here. Now the king can always come back. In fact, it does come back eventually, right? And now white has lost, which is quite instructive. I tried to take the pawns of the dark squares, but it doesn't help. I have no counterplay, so I'm just waiting. Now the king is, and now this was another amazing one. Let's say I play g6, and white plays bishop d2, and I play bishop d4. Now when the bishop moves here, I play bishop c3. The pawn moves to b4. I just wait. Now, how do I wait is a good question. Let's say I wait king c7, white plays bishop d2, and I play bishop d4. The bishop, whichever direction the bishop goes, I go the other way to block the king from coming in. I don't think it's actually possible for white to win now, amazingly enough. But this is incredible. So first I give white even some chances, some remote chances to win. And then I put the king on this monster square. I mean, unbelievable play. Now white just says, all right, well then check for you and goodbye. No time for bishop c3, right? So now I thought, okay, dark square possibilities, because I see that some endgames could be drawn, especially the king opponent. But he comes in here. Now, should I maybe stop him? Probably, because white can never play bishop e3. I take, and I go ballistic here with my king, right? He comes in here, I go here, 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 and there's no way for white to break through. I just go back and forth, and that's it. That's a draw. So if I went king c7, okay, white needs a plan. So let's say he tries this way. Let's say g6, king f3. Now let's say, now I have to really be careful. I have to, on the one hand, I have to stop him. I can't move my king away. So let's say I go bishop. If I go bishop a3, he goes bishop c e3. So I can't move the bishop from that diagonal. That's the key. So I'm going to keep it here. And let's say pawn goes here, just like he did in the game. And I'm still waiting on this diagonal. So now let's say he jumps in here. Now he wants to go pawn takes and takes. I have no chance. I need a check. But I don't have a check, do I? And if I take, the bishop will move away and the king will come in. So now this is lost. By this time, this is already lost. And of course, that's exactly how the cookie crumbled. And I lost the game. So to make a long story short, I got really destroyed here. After starting out quite well with 3 in a row, I just got killed by all the GMs today. My God. This game was really fantastic because, which we don't have time to look at. So let's see. So here, I got into this position, and then I played e5. So and now, yeah, now the discussion was that I should have taken the knight, and perhaps that would have given me the necessary chances, because after queen takes bishop, though, what do I do then? No, I can't take the knight. I have to take on e6 first. There's no other way. So that was Oh, knight h5. Yeah, then take the knight. Yes, that was the idea. And here, knight e6. That was, I think, very strong. The king can't castle. These knights are kind of all over the place. There's no checkmate going on here. And that was, I think, winning. I missed the moment to take that knight, and the knight jumps away, threatening all kinds of weird checks. And now I decided, hey, I'm just going to get a block like this. But that's not so simple. I thought queen b4, but I missed queen. I actually missed king f6 in a way. I kind of saw it, but not really. Maybe queen c3 then, but then still I think king f6. Then maybe rook e1. I have to really break down the square. Then I'm winning. So queen c3, threatening, besides queen c7, I guess, to take the pawn. And it looks like these counter hits on f3 won't work. For example, knight f3, I can just ignore it, first of all. First, I can take as well. Because if I take, I think I should be mating first. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong here. King f6. Am I mating first or not? Or the position? Knight h5. If he takes, I can just take, I think. And if he doesn't take, takes the knight. Then bishop c4, I imagine. King f5 looks very dangerous. Queen f5 check. Okay, here, somewhere around here, everybody's participating in this manhunt. And it should be, I think, over pretty soon, right? So I think that was the one of the ways to play. Queen c3 would have grabbed the initiative by hitting really this square. On king f6, rook e1, I think black knight g6. Even the simple bishop takes knight should be good here, I think. But all right, let's take a look at that. And queen takes pawn, or rather rook takes pawn, because I want to do this check on d3. I think this is really dangerous for black. First of all, the material is roughly even, right? I have a pawn for the exchange. And look at the king. It's surrounded by enemy forces. It must be made in here somewhere. So really misplayed pretty badly, I have to say. And hopefully next week that won't happen. As for now, I will say goodbye, my friends. Sometimes I do well, and sometimes I do like I do today. Oh well, next time. Better luck next time. All the best to you, and enjoy the April, the month of chess. Good night.